It's early morning, the birds are chirping away, and it looks like a beautiful day today. I didn't have time to do a Polyhouse update yesterday because I worked quite late in the day. I was painting the Polyhouse, and Nathan was working on the tracks that hold the plastic in place. So I'm filming it early this morning. I can show you what progress we made yesterday. And this morning, it is below freezing outside. And yesterday, we got a little bit of snow. So once the sun comes up, I'll show you the progress on the Polyhouse. In the early morning light like this, you can see the silhouette of the trees really nicely. And I just look at the branches, follow them up, and kind of study the structure and try and duplicate that in my bonsai. On the benches here, I notice the pots have a slight frozen layer on top, but it's not frozen all the way through. There's enough heat in the pot to keep the roots safe overnight. I moved all my potential show trees into the glass greenhouse last night, so I've got trees on the back bench here and on the floor. It keeps the foliage nice so it doesn't get frost damage before the show. And in the greenhouse here, it's -1 degree Celsius outside. So 1 degree below freezing, and it's 10 degrees Celsius in the glass greenhouse here with the heat on, or 50 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see all the frost on the benches here. Yeah, pretty heavy frost. There have been years where it's been warm at this time of the year and I've had my tropical trees out. But this year it's been really cold. And a lot of my trees are going into fall colors, just because it's been so cold outside. There's a look at my red maples, and you can see they're getting fall colors on them. Strange. I hope they recover okay.
Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. I'll show you the results of day 9 of working on the Polyhouse, rebuilding it, version 2.0. Yeah, it's coming along really nicely. It's been a lot of work over the last 9 days. It's very tiring. We work from morning till late in the afternoon, and yeah, it sure adds up. I wake up kind of sore. It takes a while to get going every day. Get a coffee, it helps. Yeah, it's a very tiring day. So yesterday, I worked on painting the Polyhouse, and I'm using Tremclad rust paint, and that's what I used 12 years ago on the Polyhouse. It works really well. It's a oil-based enamel paint, and just to seal all the wood against the moisture in the Polyhouse. So I started painting it yesterday. We had a bit of a road trip too. We went to buy paint at the hardware store, and they had black, they had white, they had gray, they had green, they had red, but there was no aluminum colored paint. So I looked online and found a hardware store that was like a 20-minute drive away. So we went out there and I got like the big can of paint. And on the way we stopped in at a restore to look for windows for the Polyhouse. We didn't find any, but there was a plant sale there. So we kind of looked, and it was an interesting plant sale. There had to be about 300 pots there, you know, the ceramic pots. A lot of them didn't have drainage holes in the bottom, but some of them did. I didn't buy any pots, but I did buy a couple of trees. I got an Ohio Buckeye tree, and I got a choke cherry, just little, you know, starter seedlings. They were $1 each, so I got 2 trees, and the choke cherry will replace my Romeo cherry that just didn't leaf out this year. I don't know what happened to it. I protected it in the Polyhouse over winter, made sure it was well watered, and yeah, it just didn't leaf out. So I kind of lost that tree, I think. I mean, I'll still water it. Maybe it'll come out later on in the spring, but yeah, so Nathan is visiting Isabella today, so I'll be by myself today, and I have to thank Nathan. He flew in from the West Coast to help me on the Polyhouse, and he's a hard worker, and a good friend. He's been awesome. I'm going to really miss him when he leaves. It's so nice in the morning when Nathan walks down the pathway at 8:30 in the morning when we start, and yeah, it's just nice to have someone here in the backyard helping you out and someone to talk to. So I'm really going to miss Nathan when he leaves. That's the only downside of spending time with Nathan, is that you miss them when they're gone, and he's so far away that, yeah. But he may come down for the Toronto Fall Show, so I'll see him again fairly soon. So Nathan worked disassembling all the channels that hold the spring clips that hold the plastic in place. So it's off of that commercial greenhouse we bought that we may put a section up someday, but I kind of decided with that with the greenhouse here and the Polyhouse, if I get another Polyhouse put up, I would probably get more trees to fill it, and I don't need any more trees. I have enough that it keeps me busy. It's pretty well full-time work taking care of all the trees I have, and it'll only get worse as the trees mature in the future. They'll need more work, and yeah, so I'm trying to keep the number of my trees level. I did buy 2 yesterday, but I'm trying to keep the number of trees constant, but it's hard. It's I guess a bit of an addiction, collecting trees, species you don't have, and what can you do? So yeah, so I'm going to work away. Today I'm going to start prepping the trees for the show, and when it warms up, I'll do some more painting on the Polyhouse. So I'll show you what we got done yesterday. It was a fairly long day and hard work, especially for Nathan. He had 80 nuts and bolts to disassemble, and they were all rusted in place. So he sprayed it with penetrating oil, tried to loosen them up, and he got all of them disassembled except for 16 of them out of the 80. And he had to grind the heads off the bolts and to get them disassembled, and it was hard work for him. I mean, he worked probably, grinding for 2 hours to get all that 16 nuts and bolts disassembled, and then all the work taking the ones that he could get apart. So I think he'll be quite sore today, but he sure is a hard worker. And I was up on the Polyhouse painting, and that's tiring too. You got your arm in the air painting, and there's so many surfaces to get that. Yeah, it was hard work. I was quite tired this morning. I've been tired every morning. It's hard work building this Polyhouse, but it's coming along really, really nice, and it's going to be such a nice building. So yeah, sometimes you have to kind of switch from working on your trees to working on a bit of the infrastructure to keep your trees healthy and happy. So that's what we've been doing the last 9 days, is working on infrastructure, and it should really help me out in the future. So let's go outside now and have a look at the progress on the Polyhouse. So here's the paint I used, Trim-Clad Rust Paint. Yeah, it works really well. It's a gloss aluminum color. It looks good for greenhouses and polyhouses, and it sure does the job.
The sun is coming up now, and I can feel it getting a little warmer. So here is the progress on the Polyhouse. So I've got a fair amount of it painted. I've just been going around, so I had to do all the boards at the bottom, all the vertical boards, the roof. Yeah, I've still got painting to go, but it's coming along nicely. Here is a look at the back of the Polyhouse. So I still have to put the triangle up for the vent there. I've got to put the cross member back. We had to take that out to get the old window out. And we may just put plastic across the back face. And then if I find a nice window for it, I can always frame it up and put it in later. Cut out the plastic around the window frame. Yeah, so I've got a lot of painting to do. If you can see, sticking up there is all the channels that will hold the plastic in place. So I'll show you a close-up of those. Here is a close-up of the channels that will hold the plastic in place. So there's a look at it. So you screw it to the wooden beams, and then there's a zigzag spring clip. So you fold the plastic over here into the channel. Then you put the spring clip in place, and that holds the plastic really tightly. You can tension it so it's nice and smooth, the plastic, and then put your spring clip in. And that locks the plastic in place. So yeah, a lot of work that Nathan did on these. He worked hard at it and got them all ready. So that's awesome. Thank you, Nathan. Here's a look at the new additions. So here's the Ohio Buckeye tree. Just coming out into leaf. Yeah, I would say it's got a fairly thick trunk. I would say it's probably 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old at least. And then there's the choke cherry, just kind of I think there's 2 trees in there. Yeah, I'll try the choke cherry out. They're pretty tough little trees. I'm going to start today by watering all my trees. I didn't water them last night. They needed it, but I didn't water them because we were going below freezing. And I didn't want to get the soil in the pots wet or moist, because when it freezes it'll expand and it could crack some of the ceramic pots. So I left them on the dry side overnight. So I'll water them this morning so the trees will be happy. Then I'll start work on my show trees. And then when it warms up, I can do some more painting. I was thinking last night about water collection off of the Polyhouse. I could run an eaves trough down the one side and have it go into the cube here, put the cube in the one corner of the Polyhouse. I may do it, I may not. The problem is, in the wintertime, all the snow will slide off the roof. And if you have an eaves trough here, sometimes the snow and ice can, rip the eaves trough off in the winter. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. It's nice to collect water and have it right here, kind of back here in the bonsai zone. So I don't know, I'll have to think about it. But it is definitely a possibility to, put a water collection system from the roof of the Polyhouse. Maybe that'll be version 3.0 in the future. I'm not sure.
So that is the updates of day 9 of working on the Polyhouse, and I tell you, those 9 days have just flown by. I can't believe we've been working on it for 9 days, but it sure is making good progress. I'm very, very happy with it, and I'm very grateful to Nathan for coming down and helping out, because if I had to do it all by myself, I think we would be on day 18 by now. It would take twice as long. So thank you very much, Nathan. And I'll begin day 10 today.